Q-Risq Analytics has developed an operational solution for forecasting address-specific wind and storm surge risk using geospatial analytics engines developed for federal, state, and local emergency managers. To use our client-based dashboard to visualize and track a tropical event, please go to qrisqllc.com/login.php. A username and password must be entered to access the Q-Viewer. These are issued by Q-Risq Analytics. Once you have logged in, the system will automatically take you to the most recent storm and the latest advisory that has been modeled in our system. By default, the storm track and cone are turned on and the opacity is set at 70%. In the upper left-hand corner, there are two buttons labeled Storm and Layers you can click on to access drop-down menus to navigate our services. Turn on Address Surge Risk to see home icons that have been processed in our system with different risk levels ranging from not at risk to high risk that are color-coded to their different risk levels. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a running count of the number of addresses in the system broken down by risk level. Each risk level can be turned on or off. You can click on a house icon to see a pop-up window that gives information about that house, including risk levels for that advisory. In addition, you can zoom in to rooftop level as well. Turn on the storm surge layer to visualize where the intensity of surge risk is located. The severity is depicted by different colors and can be queried by clicking on an area of interest. Turn on the Q-Winds layer to see three different options to view our wind products. Max Wind Swath gives you a static image of the maximum winds for the approaching storm, which can be queried for a location by clicking on the map. The Forecasted Wind Speed layer depicts a model and shape of tropical storm winds and greater and color coded for intensity. This can be used to demonstrate the timing of this storm reaching a point of interest by clicking any area in the path of the storm. The Forecasted Wind Vortex visualizes the direction and intensity of the approaching storm. Turn on Address Wind Risk to see how these winds will impact the addresses that have been processed in our system and are color-coded based on their risk levels. Turn on the Barren Live Radar to see exactly where the rain is located along with the feeder bands as a result of the tropical event. Also displayed is a color-coded forecasted rain model. Turn on the Observation Sites layer to see NOAA and USGS water buoys and wind gauges maintained by the government. We use this information to validate our data. Click on an observation icon to get information about that location and click on the graph in that window to see the timing and intensity the storm will have on that location. Each one of the layers is updated every time the National Hurricane Center issues a new advisory. This connects you with the latest information available regarding the storm's forecasted impacts on the area. After landfall, we begin work on our post-storm hindcast in order to validate our model. This is a painstaking process to match our model against the buoys and wind gauges available for confirmation of what did happen. This helps direct personnel to the areas that require immediate attention. We also use this validated data to produce impact reports that are available upon request. Our impact reports include maximum wind speed, wind gusts, surge above ground, and cumulative rainfall. We also display wind direction, duration, and velocity at each address, in addition to a time series graph showing the relationship between surge and wind speed at each location.